stay at home, mask wearing, no real pants wearing, quarantine making Friday. And so today we are going to talk about the Vesper Martini. For all of you James Bond fans out there, you know that was his martini. It's the 007 Martini. Shaken, not stirred. But we'll talk about that. The Vesper Martini came from Ian Fleming's book Casino Royale in the 50s. James Bond ordered a very specific drink, and this is what he ordered. He ordered a drink, a martini, 3 parts Gordon's gin, 1 part vodka, half a part of Kina Lillet. Then he wanted it all shaken up until it's icy cold and served with a thin peel of lemon. So I've made that. I waited to try it until I was with you guys. Okay, so here I'm gonna try it. Cheers, y'all. Okay, so I actually really like that, but I really like the taste of gin. He ordered it the way he liked it, and that's what good cocktail making is all about. By God, you make it the way you like it. And so if James Bond likes all of that gin with all of that vodka and that Kina Lillet, then he should make it that way. I think for me, that is a lot of alcohol for one drink. So when I make a Vesper, I make kind of a half a portion of that. The other thing that I would do differently is I would probably stir it instead of shake it. It's interesting to me that he ordered Gordon's gin, but yet he's gonna have it shaken and not stirred, and then it's gonna water down the Gordon's gin. I am going to make a Vesper using my favorite gin of all time, and I don't want that gin watered down. So we are going to stir it instead of shake it. You will need my favorite gin, Barr Hill Gin. It's a gin that's made in Vermont, and I'm sorry, all of you London people that make really great gins and have great gins, you've never tried anything until you have tried this Vermont Barr Hill Gin. It's made with raw honey, so it smells like honey. It doesn't taste like honey, but it smells like honey, and it's pretty tasty when you drink it. Neat. You're also gonna need Lillet Blanc. This is a French aperitif. It is a fortified wine like vermouth. You'll need to get this. You'll also need a Quality Vodka. So I'm using Tito's. You see my big old jug of Tito's. Texas-sized vodka from Texas. The other thing that you're gonna need, and you true Vesper fans might cringe at this, but just hear me out. Because we're using that Barr Hill Gin, I got my honey syrup out of the refrigerator. Remember, we used this for the bee's knees. This was a half a cup of honey and a 1/4 cup of water on the stove so that I could make this honey pourable. We're just gonna use a tiny, tiny little bit of this in our Vesper. So I have my martini glass that I've put some ice in and a little water, and it's just gotten ice cold. So now we're gonna dump the ice out of this glass. So now I have my big glass cocktail mixer with a big piece of ice. I don't want to use little ice because then it will dilute it faster than using a big chunk of ice. So I've got my big chunk of ice, and we're gonna add everything to this, and then we're gonna stir it up. We have 2 ounces of that Barr Hill Gin. We also have a 1/2 ounce of Tito's vodka. And then we have a 1/4 ounce of Lillet Blanc. And then here's the special little thing. I have half of a teaspoon of that honey syrup, just a drop of that honey syrup. And then we'll stir it up. just so that it's cold. And then we have our cold, beautiful martini glass that we will strain the cocktail into. Instead of the peel of lemon, I'm going to use a peel of orange because I think orange goes really well with that Barr Hill Gin. By the way, there is a fabulous app called Ginventory that my friend Carol Joy told me about, and if you put in the name of the gin, it tells you the best garnish for it. So Barr Hill Gin, it told me orange, and so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm gonna peel orange. I want a big piece. So I'm going to take my peel of orange and I'm going to extract all the oils on top of the cocktail. So there you go. That is the James Bond 007 Vesper Jessica style. So I hope you like it. Be careful, drink responsibly. It's got a lot of liquor in it, but it is really tasty. Until next Friday, cheers y'all.